is the North End. This is the North End.
Folks, welcome back to the North End. This is Dave. Manchester United have signed Mason Mount. I know the news broke last week. Word is moments ago he's completed his medical. He is signing a 5-year deal. Thoughts on the signing? I'm going to be very transparent, as I hope I always am. When this rumor came out, I was like, Mason Mount? What's going on? And it might have been a little bit about just that Chelsea squad in general. Nobody was good. He was not good. And I was like, is this what we need? Like, I'm dying for a defensive midfielder. Definitely need a new goalkeeper. And I'm not even touching the striker situation. So I'm like, what are we doing here? Giving it some thought, and I think he's exactly what we need. Not exactly, but in that midfield 8, 10, can play on the side. The reason is this, and I feel strongly about this. If anybody listens to our previous videos, my thoughts on the United midfield are very strong in one sense. And it kind of bothers me because no one ever talks about it. We don't have legs. I love Casemiro. He's not pacey. He's smart, he's intelligent, and he can tackle. Arguably, he scans better than any defensive midfielder in world football. Bruno Fernandes, excellent number 10, a lot of movement. He's a playmaker. Something nobody ever talks about Bruno Fernandes. He's slower than average. It's my main concern. Everyone talks about his giveaways. Watch him in a 50-50 battle where he's running for the ball. He loses it every single time, and it can be a little frustrating. So that brings us to Eriksen. Eriksen might be the worst. And when I say the worst, incredibly slow, no pace, huge football IQ, excellent passing. Same can be said with Fernandes. Like, you cannot critique that. Casemiro, super slow. Fred, don't even get me started. Arguably the slowest midfielder in the Premier League. And Scott McTominay is just at a lower level of quality. Similar Fred. Now comes Mason Mount. Mason Mount, excellent when receiving the ball on the turn. And he's quick. He's fast. He's a strong dribbler. The more I looked at this, I said, and you think of Ten Hag signings, you think of Martinez, you think of like Casemiro, Eriksen, intelligent footballers. That's what Mason Mount is. So now we've got a little bit of speed in the midfield, not afraid of a 50-50. He can tackle. And now we've got an option to either play instead of Eriksen or give Bruno a break or play him a little bit deeper, play him on the side. This is a guy that can play deeper, be a playmaker, track back, get forward. He's very versatile. But what else does he really bring? He brings goals and assists around the box. This is an exciting signing, and he's young. So he's got many years ahead of him. Was I happy with the number? Nope. 55, 60 million for a guy with 1 year left on his deal? Ridiculous. Seems to be the going rate. Chelsea held firm. We paid the money. This is clearly a guy that Ten Hag has identified, he wanted, and now he's got him. And if there's one thing we know about this guy, he knows how to make a signing. If you look at his signings from last season, outside of Malacia, everyone was a nailed-on starter when healthy, and they were arguably our best players last season. Honestly, Casemiro, I know there's Rashford talk. I would argue Casemiro was easily our most important player. Eriksen, when he played, was just controlling the midfield. And I say Casemiro was our best player. I might correct myself here. Lisandro Martinez, when healthy, was not just our best signing. Easily walks into the team of the season. So what have we learned from Ten Hag's first season? Trust the guy. So it's one of those things where I saw the signing and the rumor. Well, I saw the rumor of the signing right away, and I was like, oh, what the hell's going on here? But I trust the manager, and I trust that this guy has a plan for him. We all remember Mount from a couple of seasons ago. There was a period of time where he was arguably the best player in the league. Him and De Bruyne were tearing it up. He was dominant. And if we can get even close to that player back in our midfield, we're looking good. Very excited about the signing. Can't wait to see him get some minutes in on tour. Very curious as to where Ten Hag has him in the lineup. Is he going to be an Eriksson replacement? Is he going to maybe be pushed out to the right sometimes? Is he going to be, and I do like this, is he going to be more of the 10 and have Bruno push back? Because let's remember those couple of games when Bruno played deeper last season. Phenomenal passer. And this was my point earlier. When it gets quick and fast in and around the box, that's where I think Bruno struggles a little bit. You know who excels in that area? Mason Mount. So a lot of options, which is great. We're very early July. The signing is now official. A lot of work to be done. A lot of talk about a goalkeeper. We're looking at Onana, and some other names are coming up. A lot of things to figure out with players going out, like Henderson, De Gea contract. So, you know, the preseason, the tour, I think starts in a couple of weeks, and I think we're in for a long summer. I think a lot of things need to happen. A lot of players need to leave before other players come in, not to mention the takeover, which just seems to be drawing out. So a lot of action hopefully coming up in the next couple of weeks and months. But Mason Mount is a Manchester United player. I'm excited about the signing. I think it's fantastic, and can't wait to see what happens from here. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Let us know what you think about the signing. We want to hear about it. Hopefully we'll get together as a group soon and chat about this and many other things going on in the Premier League during the silly season. But yeah, thanks for watching, and everybody have a good one.
This is the North End. This is the North End.